And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to Wings of Being, and let's continue the grind once more. Because I don't have anything else to add. Oh look, we reached 100 playtime hours, and that's an interesting milestone. 100 playtime hours. Didn't think that it will happen before I beat the fucking game. You know, the funny thing is that I have, like, when it comes to hours, total hours in video games, like, a lot of times, like, having something like 40 hours is a lot to me, right? And that usually happens when I already beat the game and I'm just doing the extras. But the funny thing is that with this fucking game, that's not even the case. Hey, that's the sad part. I haven't even beaten the game yet, and I'm still at 100 hours. It's like, you know, a little bit of a problem. But you know, this is not a speedrun, which is what matters. This is a playthrough, clearly. This was a speedrun, that would be a problem. But you know, I think that according to people that speedrun this game, this is the kind of game where the final boss is basically pretty much everything that can go wrong with the speedrun. I think, I'm not sure, but that's what I remember hearing. Like, basically, you can do everything, but as soon as the final boss comes, it's like a completely different game, you know. Though I don't know if, well, then again, keep in mind that this is demon mode, and as someone mentioned the previous stream, the speedruns are usually done in Angel mode, which will be the easy mode of this game. And usually every speedrun is like that, you know. Every speedrun has that thing, you know, where basically they just play with the easiest difficulty available, and that's because that's the fastest way of doing it, obviously. But I feel that it's very lame. I mean, I understand that you want to be fast, but I don't know. I think that I would rather see someone do something fast in a difficult environment. I mean, doesn't mean that just because they are playing easy mode it's gonna be easy, but I feel that it's lame. It's like, I don't know, kinda takes away the excitement of a speedrun. To be like, you know, playing it on easy mode. Well, you know, speedrunners clearly don't agree. Clearly they are more than satisfied with that. So there are some games where the difficulty really only makes the whole thing more annoying. And when I say more annoying, I don't mean that it's just harder, I mean that it just makes everything take longer, instead of providing a challenge in another way, right? Like, in this game, well, I mean, I guess you could say that about pretty much everything, but I feel that, for example, in this game, it's like a completely different idea, right? Like, in this game, hard mode really makes you approach things differently, and so are other games. Like, for example, well, I think Boshi might be the best example, because Boshi, I played it on the hardest, well, not technically the hardest, but like the hardest of the possible difficulties, right? And that difficulty is very different to the normal difficulty that is used by speedrunners. That for some reason use the normal difficulty and not the easy one. But the point is that there are a lot of bosses in Boshi that if you play normal difficulty, there are some patterns that you don't even see. Well, given that you're good enough to rush it properly, like there are some patterns that you don't even see. And when you play the hard difficulty, there are some patterns that you will need to deal with that require a completely different preparation than just completely ignoring them, obviously. It's one of those things where some games really are not just as simple as having more health or something like that, you know. They are a little bit more complex. I'm dead, by the way. But yeah. To me, the ideal game is a game that doesn't have difficulty settings. I would prefer if a game is like only one difficulty and everyone has to play by the same rules. That's ideal to me, but you know. I guess that's probably one of the reasons why a game like Dark Souls is appealing to so many people, right? Everyone that plays Dark Souls, well, it depends on what build you use, but you're pretty much playing the same game, right? So yeah, I personally prefer when games don't make you choose difficulty. You should start and that's it. And it's just as hard for everyone. That to me is the perfect formula to follow. It's how I think it should always be. You know, having different difficulty options also allow people that wouldn't be able to beat a particular game to actually have a chance to enjoy it. But you know, I think that at that point it's not really like, you know, it's pretty much like you're playing a different game when you change difficulties. But at the same time, it makes sense from a sales standpoint, right? Like if you make your game very hard and it only has one difficulty, you're probably not gonna get many people that buy it. So yeah, you want to have the most amount of people to buy your game as possible. Wow, that was very close. This is the wrong side. Yeah, that's why I didn't want to be there, goddammit. It should always be left side. I saw you. You know, what matters is essentially that if there are difficulties, well, different difficulties to pick from in a game, that the description of, say, difficulties is clear enough. So a lot of times you think one difficulty is gonna be something, and then that difficulty ends up being something completely different that you don't want, right? I think this game, for example, when you pick the difficulty, it actually details exactly what it does, which is very cool. There are so many games that just tell you easy, medium, and hard, and that's it. You will be the one to have to guess what that means. You know. For the most part, those games also usually only change like the damage the enemies deal and their HP, things like that. Are very simple. But it would be nice if they at least told you about it, so you know what to expect. I can't believe that didn't work. Whatever. I got burned too. This is the wrong side to be. Wow, that was so lucky. I'm dead because I jumped before going down. That was my bad. I don't even know why I jumped. It was instinctive. You know, I'm pretty sure that the game after this one, Roa, is most likely gonna have difficulty selection as well. Problem is that if it has difficulty selection, because of tradition, I will have to pick the hardest ones, which is kind of a problem. Because it's most likely gonna be just as hard as this game, if not harder. Which is something that I expect, but then... Also, speaking of which, if you are there, when are you gonna play Roa Yami? Feels like it's the perfect game for you, isn't it? I mean, I know that you say that you didn't want to play some hard games because of PSI or something, but I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You quitting it? I mean, that can happen, but you know, you can just quit it. You are not forced to beat it. There goes that health orb. I would have been able to pick it up actually. Oh, that's a shame. Unfortunate. Oh, I didn't even recover my jumps there. Interesting. Interesting. Got it. That's gonna be rage mode. Oh, that was barely enough. Oh, that's the wrong side to be in. Well, I'm not gonna risk it, I'm just gonna stay there. Yeah, that was my mistake. Still got him. No, I'm gonna leave it up there. Damn it. Fucked up the little worm. Not interested, also level of vision too high even for me. Yeah, I remember you saying that the last time too, but I don't know, dude. Are you really not interested? I feel that after going through the trouble of beating Boshi and this game, it feels like that's the logical next step, isn't it? Also, how is it going? I feel that it is the logical next step, but I don't know. I don't know. I personally think that that's my biggest motivation to beat this game in the first place. Oh, I'm dead, no matter what. Hey Kyle, how is it going? Well, see, but here's the thing. That will make sense if after Boshi, it will be like, nah, this game is way too grindy, I'm not gonna play any other game released by this guy ever again. The thing is that after Boshi, Yami played this game. So that means that he doesn't dislike the grindy nature that this game has, right? So that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it will make sense, your argument, if we were talking about Wings of V, or if Wings of V was his first Solgrim game. But considering that he already went through Boshi, I don't know. No, see, but you don't need to idolize Solgrim, you know? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I mean, talking about particularly his games, you know, I'm not telling you to follow him on Twitter, you know? Oops, that was a mistake. Oh, but the worm didn't spawn on the other side because of it. And that was very good. So the worm doesn't spawn if there is an out of bounds things going on. But that out of bounds thing is... Oh, it spawns later. Did you see that shit? Okay, so it seems that what happens when he does the sweep attack is that he sets a spawn point for the worm, but a monster can spawn off a screen, so when you reach that spawn point, it's gonna spawn. So no matter what you do, it's basically impossible to avoid it. But it's not a bug, it's, well, I guess you could say that it's a bug, but I mean, you know. It's based on how the spawn mechanic works. You are nothing to me. Oh, here comes Rage Mode. Very lucky to get that. Oh, that's a shame. 25%, that's a new personal best. That's actually a new personal best. Very good. Okay, I like this. I was starting to get scared that I wouldn't be able to get a better personal best than 35, but there you have it. 25%. Okay, so this is progress. This is definitely progress. I still don't know how to deal with that purple ball attack. The double one. The single one is not that bad, but that double one requires you to be so long in the air that sometimes you just can't make it back to the platform. Well, it's not like it requires you to go off platform, but it's clearly the easiest way of doing it. I mean, trying to dodge that by reaction is fucking impossible. Oh, too high? Really? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Oh, also, Kyle, I asked the Touhou Wiki folks about the Kogasa theme. What they say is that a lot of the themes, names, usually are puns or are something that it's a wordplay of some sort, right? They basically told me that it's kind of like, even if it's, or at least what they implied is that even if it's not a direct translation, it's more like trying to explain the logic behind the name, and at the same time giving it a name that, you know, sounds like a name and not a fucking 200-word essay, you know? That's what they told me, basically. So the reason why that title is like that, the Kogasa's theme, is a title that seems like, you know, longer than what it should be. It's because of what it tries to imply. I personally wouldn't go for that approach. I prefer more straightforward approaches, and if people are really curious, they will investigate by themselves, I think. But you know, that has been the Touhou Wiki approach for a long time. Everything they do is more about localization than it is about direct translation. I say I personally don't prefer it, but I mean, to each their own. I mean, I particularly don't prefer it because I think it's mostly like, I mean, I'm not sure if this is the right way to say it, but it kind of feels like you're trying to overwrite what the original author wrote. Even if what you are writing is not something that spreads misinformation about the setting or anything like that. It's something that, you know, I feel like you're pretty much doing fan fiction, even though it's not. It has a basis, and in fact it tries to explain the, you know, the idea in more detail. I feel that it's kind of like she's saying, yeah, the original author intended this, but I want you to know all of this, that, you know, but it's kind of like implied, but it's not there. So, you know, it's that sort of thing that just basically different approaches to translation, I think. Well, it's a reason why, at least when it comes to visual novels, a lot of people prefer running a machine translation than, especially from something like DeepL, than someone actually translating it / localizing it. So they prefer to fill the gaps themselves instead of, you know, having someone else to do it. Was this done in Game Maker? I wouldn't be able to answer you, but Yami will be able to answer you. I don't know if that's the case or not. So yeah, is this made in Game Maker, Yami? That's ridiculous. Absolutely. It was made in Multimedia Fusion. Oh, yeah, that. I don't know what that is, but it was made there. Yeah, I remember Yami explaining what that was at some point in time. But basically something that shouldn't be used for a game like this. Because obviously it runs into performance issues and shit like that, you know. Didn't even know that thing existed. Yeah, me neither. I'm not a very good parameter for that sort of shit anyways. Same as Boshi. Yeah, well, I mean, after all, Boshi, a lot of fun game players complain that it's not made with Game Maker. Particularly because it's not the engine used for... Like, Game Maker is the engine used for most fun games, so when a fun game is not made in that, they kinda, you know, get a brain meltdown. Though it's funny, because I wanna be the guy, if it's made on something that is not Game Maker, I don't know why some people think that fun game physics are more legitimate. I mean, I know that now, obviously, the majority of fun games are done with that, but it feels a little bit stupid if the original wasn't made in that. It runs like shit because of that. It runs like shit no matter what machine you have, basically. So yeah. It's the way it is. You know, I can guarantee you that it could be worse. The previous boss before this one is ridiculously bad how bad it runs. Like, it runs so badly that sometimes it was legitimately hard to dodge some attacks because of how bad it runs. This boss fight at the very least is not that big of a deal, you know. Like, it could be way worse. Definitely could be worse. I can guarantee you that. Oh, come on. I wonder if a good idea when he's gonna do the purple attack is letting yourself get touched by his tail. Because his tail deals less damage than his head. And also less damage than the projectile, so if that were to work, that would be very good. Ooh, like right now. Yeah, exactly like that, exactly like that. That seems to be the best idea to me. You receive 15 damage instead of 30. Seems to be the best thing to do. Might fuck that up. Yes, regular Sheol. The one that looks like a humanoid, a demon. Well, not humanoid, more like anthropomorphic demon. Because calling that thing humanoid will be, yeah, misleading to say the least. I think you were there when I defeated that guy, didn't you? I think I remember you. Last year. Literally one... Well, I don't think it was literally 1 year ago, it was more like 11 months ago, but you know, almost the same shit. Oh, sometimes it's a little bit hard to get hit by his tail before getting hit by him. Oh, that didn't count as inside, okay. Very nice of you. But apparently was not good enough. That's fine. The laser is probably coming, isn't it? Damn it, he did it faster than I thought. He did it a lot faster than I thought. The full screen. Nice. Nice, that worked. I don't think it's something that is very sustainable. But I guess it could be worse at the same time. Oh, really? Oh, I'm dead. I'm actually dead. I think for the ice attack, it will be wise to stand as far as possible than slide. So you have a bit more room for him to hit the trap. Right, but see, yeah, that will be the smartest thing. Problem is that that attack has RNG on the obstacles, so sometimes you can stay as far as possible. Like, when I can stay as far as possible, I do. But there are those red balls, those. So for example, here I can stand as far as possible. This is as far as I can go. You understand? So unfortunately, yeah, that would be a good idea if it wasn't for the RNG obstacles. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes a ball spawns. That's the problem. Otherwise, I always go for farthest that I can, because it's clearly way easier to dodge that way. But you know, honestly, the ice attack doesn't really worry me too much. What worries me the most is the purple attack. And so far I think that the only thing I can do for the purple attack is get damaged by him. So when I get damaged by him, I only receive 15 points of damage instead of 30. Because when he does the double purple ball, it's almost always dead. Well, either dead or receiving 30 points of damage. So obviously between 15 and 30 points of damage, I'm gonna take 15. Clearly. Yeah, that's the issue. Well, the other issue is that it's also not something that you can do forever. Because, you know, not like you have infinite health. He's gonna do the full stop. Yeah, he's gonna do it. That's so fucking bullshit. It's more amusing than anything else, I guess. Wait, really? Dude, you're in 60%. Where is your rage mode? Oh, there is your rage mode. A little bit too late. Wow, that's ridiculous what just happened there. For warns before, didn't you use grid to melt those? Yes, but see, there is a problem and something that it isn't very easy to tell. Every weapon, the game never tells you this, but every weapon has different range attack properties. This one is the one that deals the most amount of damage, along with some other two, but this is basically the most useful one when it comes to melee. So there are 3 weapons that are like that. Greed is a weapon that doesn't deal a lot of damage range. So basically, the whole point of this boss is killing him with range damage. So if your range damage is trash, then it doesn't matter how good your melee is. Because going melee against this guy is a suicide. He has multiple moves where he hits you just for being close. You really don't want to go melee most of the times. In fact, I will say the only time where you will want to go melee, well, aside from the little worm, is when he's frozen. Other than that, you really don't want that. Wow, it disappeared, nice. Oh, and then he does that. Beautiful combination. Honestly, a work of art, I must say. Come on, drop the fucking orb. Oh, I'm gonna die. No, almost. Man, I hate when he should enter rage mode and he doesn't. It's like, dude, What a bitch. But yeah. Basically, yeah, my current setup is basically the best thing that I can do. Essentially. The best thing that I can do right now is what I am doing. That also includes the costume. Fun game community, yeah, but I mean, the problem is that a lot of times there is a good fun game and the community shoots bitches because it doesn't use the game maker engine. That's my issue. Can you imagine if the flawless victory achievement was impossible because of the dog? Because of what dog? What dog are we talking about? I don't even know how the flawless victory achievement will even work, considering that you constantly receive damage though. Oh, I fucked up. Oops. Damage over time, yeah, yeah, that's what I was saying. People want same physics, but those physics have been ported to different engines. Eventually, community decided on a Japanese community engine based on Game Maker. Yeah, but I'm talking more about the fact that some fun games already are thought as having a huge negative, like having, like the fact that it doesn't use that engine makes the perception of the fun game already quite negative by default, regardless of how good or not the fun game is, you know? And I think that it's just one of those things that it's like, you know, get good. I could have been more damage at least. Really? I almost dodged the second one too. Yeah, I fucked that up. Is rage mode permanent? Yes, it is. In fact, I'm pretty sure that when he enters rage mode, he doesn't do he doesn't do the full screen attack or the vertical ice attack. It feels like that's the case. Like once he enters rage mode, he does the same 3 attacks, which are the sweep, well, 4 attacks. The sweep, the laser, the purple balls, and the aim attack. It seems that he will continuously do those until the end of the fight, basically. Because I don't think, I mean, I got to 25% and he didn't do anything different. So I think he just keeps repeating those 4 attacks. Which is a very, you know, effective strategy of him to do that. It's definitely quite effective. I somehow failed that. I don't know why it failed there. It's very rough. It's very rough. It's just very rough. Wait. Just remember the personal best. I think the best way to do it is if there are 3 streams. I know that this is something that makes this shit have potential for a shit ton of the streams. But I think that if I can beat this guy, I feel like the condition to give up will be if there are 3 streams in a row where my personal best has been the exact same in all 3 of them, that's when I feel that it's a good time to give up. Without that, I don't think giving up is a good idea at all. The problem is that obviously means that this could potentially take a very long time. But I mean, again, as I say before, it's not like I really want to play any other game, so... Like, this is especially the part where, like, it has to be now that there is no other game on my mind. If it was any other time, it will probably be a bad idea. But right now, it's the best idea. So I need to utilize that, basically. I gotta utilize that opportunity as much as I can. Probably shouldn't have done that. I think that's fine. Well, actually, no, it's not fine. In the end, it was quite fine, actually. He's gonna spawn here. Nice. Wow. I actually almost legitimately dodged it. Almost. But it wasn't good enough. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. Just downgrade to the version without worm. Was there a version without worm? Was that a thing? I don't think that was a thing, or was it? It will be interesting if that was a thing, though. Well, as I always say with multiple of these bosses, if you take away one of the attacks that they have, it doesn't matter which attack or which mechanic, I guess you could say. Like, if you take away one mechanic of this boss, I will have already won, for sure. Like, there is no doubt. Well, maybe except for the fire circle. If you take away the fire circle, I don't think it will change too much. But if you take away anything else, I could imagine that I probably would have beaten it already. But I don't know, that's something that only happens in an alternate universe. And yeah, obviously if you take away the worm, I clearly would have already won. Like, for sure, not even close. I will have won very easily already if you take that away. But yeah, that's like pretty much the whole difficulty of the fight. I mean, the hardest thing in the fight. Really? You're a piece of fucking shit. I can't believe that. See, you understand why with the purple attack I just want to iframe through it? See why I always say that it's garbage to try to dodge that attack legitimately? Because that attack has to be the most random of all the attacks he has. Like, sometimes if you get lucky it's super easy, and if you don't get lucky it's such a pain in the ass. I think something that I should start doing is sliding out of the platform, because that will allow me to travel further. Problem is that will also make me go lower. And I don't know if that's something that I want, because that will mean that it's hard to come back up. I think, yeah, that's the problem. I already tried it and that was the result. Might not be the best idea. Here it comes. Bad timing. Oh, you nasty. Absolutely nasty. It really has to be the worst thing that can happen in that attack. That you get hit by it and then you get hit by his movement afterwards. That's like the worst outcome possible in that attack. Here comes Rachel. It does. Damn, I got damaged by 30 there? Why? Didn't I aim for his non-head? I thought that I aimed for the spine. Maybe I shouldn't do that. I was almost sure that I went right to his spine. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay, I think that was a mistake. Oh, didn't get hit at least. Yeah, I guess I could try the slide thingy, but I think that will only work for single attacks. When he does the double one, I don't think it's gonna work. Well, even when he does single, if there is one ball that goes completely vertically like that, it's clearly not gonna work. That's the messed up part about it. Oh, I actually got hit. Tried to get the orb. That was a bad idea. It's okay. And I ended up getting killed by none other than the fire. Oopsies. But yeah, I got hit by the... Well, that at the end of the day, it's actually not an insta-kill then. Like, it has damage that for some reason doesn't show up. I don't know why. Like, you get hit by those waves, by that roar, and they actually deal damage. It's not an insta-kill, but like, the damage doesn't show up in the UI. It's a little bit weird. That's the issue. Even when you go so far with that attack, it's just so stupidly hard to dodge. So random. That's the word. It's so stupidly random that there's not much you can do. I wish you could hide in the middle like you do with the laser. Which wouldn't make it any easier because the RNG will make it so you still get hit, but it's way too hard. You cannot really use the side walls to hide either. That's another problem. Again, I jump into it when I should have slide. Damn it, I never learn. Probably picked that up too early. It's okay. You want nothing to do. Oh, damn it, that shit was still there. Yeah, this is very well. Fuck. Wait, there's something that I want to try. What happens if I do this? You can make it. Okay. So what happens if instead of doing that, I do this? You also can make it. Damn, it's super hard. Even when you slide, this jump seems... It's extremely hard to do. If you want to dodge all that horseshit. Problem is that even doing that, even if you go very far, it's still not guaranteed that you're gonna dodge it. That's the issue. That's the messed up part. I can't believe it. The attack that I thought was the easiest of the bunch is actually the one that is fucking me up a lot. Well, I mean, the easiest of the bunch is clearly the aim attack. That purple ball attack, I thought it was relatively easy, but it's actually the one that is fucking me up a lot right now. So that's a problem, clearly. You know, unfortunately you cannot manipulate him to not come to the center. Like for example, right there, he will be in the center no matter what you do, you know. So that's the main issue. That is indeed the main issue. But hey, 25% at least, that's something. So I really hope that that's not the best that I can do in the whole stream. Like, I don't pretend to get another personal best, but I sure hope that I get at least there again. I really do. Getting back to 25. Gonna be rough, but I can definitely do it. Tim, sometimes you cannot even get hit by him on purpose. Like sometimes his spine doesn't even wiggle enough. So even when you try to get hit on purpose, you can. So that gives me an idea. Wouldn't that mean that I could take cover down there? Though I guess not when he enters in rage mode. Because when he enters in rage mode, he wiggles more because he sends 2 waves of that. That's the primary issue. I will have to be super close to here. And even then, it will be very hard to get out of that without getting hit by him, clearly. That's the issue. Come on, do the laser. Bitch. And now I think that I should basically have to accept that that purple ball attack is an RNG piece of shit. Like, I don't think I should find any particular logic for that attack. It's just heavily influenced by RNG, and if you get lucky you dodge shit, and if you don't get lucky you don't dodge shit. As simple as that. I think that's the mentality that you need to have for that attack. And sometimes you get hit by the balls before you get hit by him. That's very brutal. Yeah, dude. I really don't know how to deal with that attack at all. Yeah, like for example there. I mean, I guess it's very unlucky that he went 3 times in a row to the middle, but I really don't know what to do. That attack seems extremely hard, with 2 waves, instead of just 1. So that's the issue. That's what makes me not know what to do. Again, just in case, Yami, any tips for that purple attack? For that purple ball attack? Or is it really just pray to RNG? Because for example, see right there? That was perfect because the time, the place that was empty was the easy one. You will just jump there and dodge it for free. Interracial. Oopsies. Ooh, that was super lucky. It really is a matter of fucking RNG, huh? Oh, I'm gonna get hit by that first one. Read better. Read better. And you know that Get Good will have sounded less dumb than that, right? Get Good will actually have sounded less dumb than that. But I'm pretty sure that's the intention. So yeah. Well, at least I got close to 25% again. I got close to that. But I don't know. That when you think that you have that warm attack under control, that you can replicate it perfectly no matter what, it's so rough. At least I like the pace that I could keep there. We're not doing badly, but we need to do better. At least I've been able to dodge the purple attacks, but I got lucky. See, that's the thing. You might think that, oh well, you actually read that better. Like, you were actually able to react to it. Yeah, I was able to react to it because the RNG was good. I can guarantee you that without good RNG, I can't read it. Like, basically, if there are a lot of balls that are basically pointing to, like, different sides, and they are all together, that's the real problem. Because it's super hard to even know where they are heading. Know that they are heading somewhere, but that's about it. I also like how this girl that deploys the shield doesn't do shit other than deploying the shield. Though I think that that's the one that is deploying the shield for everyone else, except for me. Like, she only deploys the shield when he does the full screen attack, but to avoid getting killed by the poison, no. That will be too generous, right? It will be peak generosity, and we can't have that. We cannot have that. He decided to go that way. Glad I stepped aside. Yeah, I guess trying to get lucky in the middle of the platform is a better idea than trying to get lucky like out of the platform. Feels like it's a better idea. I think I'm gonna do exactly that. If I'm gonna try my luck, I'd rather try my luck in a place that an instant death is not guaranteed, right? Probably a better idea overall. Fucking big sucking bitch. Oh, I'm dead, by the way. Nice. Very nice. Alright. That was very hard. It somehow worked out at the end, but... Oh, that was very close for him to hit me there. That's what I mean. You get unlucky, and there's nothing you can do. Like, there was a projectile all the way to the right that happened to loop all the way here. Very nice. Work. that was pretty risky, because if he had done the laser, I wouldn't have known at all. Now he does the laser. I got hit by the very tip of the tail. Damn it. To kill the little worm, you really need to not be afraid of getting hit. Because that final hit that I do to kill him is basically assuming that all of the little hits are gonna hit him. If that doesn't happen, he's not gonna die and I'm gonna get hit by him. And getting hit by his head equals 38 points of damage. Just like that, for free. Absolutely free of charge. Here. Operational. And not only I got unlucky there, but there was also that fire garbage. That's so messed up. Honestly, I don't know. I guess if they remove the fire circle, like, there are a lot of things, a lot of movements that are super unnecessary if that wasn't there, that I wouldn't be doing. So you never know. Maybe if it wasn't for the fire circle, I will also... I will also be able to win, but I don't know. I think I remember when it came to Miyogi 2, my personal best before beating her was 10%. I think. If I can get to 10% with this guy, that will be very nice. But obviously, ideally, I will beat him. Talking about the scenarios that don't include beating him, obviously. We are not gonna drop the orb. Nice. Well, at least he didn't damage me, that's something. Yeah, that was quite dumb. Well, he damaged me there anyway, so... it doesn't matter. It does not matter, and then he does that. I am convinced that that head movement he does, where he goes to your direction and it's almost impossible to dodge, I'm convinced that that's a bug. It has to be a bug. It doesn't make sense if it wasn't a bug. But then again, I think half of the bugs in this game will be considered features anyway, so don't think it matters too much. Yeah, no, that's a mistake. Clearly. That's an interesting attack. I fucked up there. Damn, almost 20%. The personal best just keeps getting better. Even if I didn't fuck up with the worm, I'm pretty sure I would have fucked up with the purple orbs anyway, so... But that was very good. That was a very good attempt. Just that it becomes quite obvious that at some point of the run, like when he enters rage mode, you really can barely keep up with your health. And considering that it's constantly draining, it's really something... It's truly something magical, I guess you could say. I wish I could go more for healing. That's the thing. If you try to always go for healings, when by the time he's in rage mode, you are just gonna get hit by a lot of shit. You don't want that, obviously. You know, that's so messed up. I stay still to dodge the purple orb attack and I get burned. Yeah, you know what? Maybe if they remove the burn, I could have also already won. I don't know. As I say before, if they remove any of the mechanics of this match, I'm pretty sure I will have won already. It's just giving you a break, that's it. That's pretty much it. So I guess that also, I mean, as much as I would like to break Solgrim's school in half, you really gotta recognize that every single garbage in this fight is so carefully planned to make it as hard as possible, and at the same time, well, yeah, actually I think literally that, as hard as possible. Like, obviously to make it possible, right? So yeah, you could make it impossible, right? But like, he carefully thought of everything. It's really something surprising. This is the reason why, when it comes to Solgrim, I always find interesting to see how he handles difficulty. Ooh, that was super close. Oh wait, the other side? Yeah, that was bad. Could have been worse, but yeah, those 15 damage for free. Any single thing that you will take out will make this fight so much easier. Oh, god damn it. Every single one. Really? Really? Take out the healing girl. Well, see, the thing about the healing girl is that taking out the healing girl will mean taking out the poison. But if you take out the healing girl, beating this fight will be literally impossible. Clearly. You can't make enough damage before you die. That's the thing. If you take the healing girl, that will mean taking out the poison as well. If you do that, then yes, I will have won already, clearly. But that's the thing. You can't take one without taking the other one as well. Well, you could take the poison while leaving the healing girl, I guess. But yeah, that will obviously be too much to ask. See, there isn't much I could have done there. Because I was out to get burned, I needed to move. Just wait until speedrunners find a bug to have infinite orbs or something. I don't think that will work. But I mean, if they haven't found it by now... Well, though then again, it's not like many people play this game in the first place, so... It is entirely possible that someone will find a bug like that, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it feels like it will need to be a lot of... They will have to get super lucky to find a bug at this rate. You will have a better chance just straight up asking Solgreen on Twitter than trying to find it on your own. Really? That hit me, okay. Surely it did. There is something, speaking of bugs, that I want to see. Might not be the best idea, but I find very curious to see what happens. But I will need to wait until the right conditions are met. Well, that and that I'm not in a run that is very good, because if it doesn't work, well, I'm not really expecting anything to work. I just want to see what happens under that particular circumstance. I could try right now, but yeah, no. I shouldn't have done that. No, I can. Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Really? Well, yeah, this is definitely the run where I could try it. Problem is that I'm most likely die before I even get the chance of trying it. That's the issue. Yeah, I actually didn't get to try it there. What a piece of shit. No, I need that spawn to appear on the left. Yeah, like that, exactly like that. Okay, I could try it right now. Well, but he's gonna go there. So it doesn't happen, okay. Because when he's on the left side like that, the camera goes a little bit further. And it reveals the other platform, right? But that doesn't seem like it matters too much now. I don't know exactly when. Like, there is some specific time where that platform on the left is shown, and you can actually go there. It's seems that it's very rough to do it. Or if not outright impossible, I don't know. But obviously that will be unintentional. If you could go there. You want nothing to do. No, dude, I didn't tell you to flutter. I know that you think that I told you to flutter, but I didn't tell you shit. You sack of cocks. This might be a bad idea. Oh, or not. Sadly, I can go to pick that orb up now. A little bit too late. Yeah, a little bit too late. I could wait here, but... I can't dodge all of that, damn it! That purple attack, dude. That's really gonna be the problem from here onwards. Because you can tell that the worm attack is... I'm getting more and more used to it. Even if I can still not do it at 100%. It's so doable, but the purple orb attack is fucking me up so badly. I don't remember doing this, but you can try sliding at far edge on blue ball attack. I've been doing this all this time. That's the thing. I've been trying to do that all this time, and the reason why I stopped doing it is because if you are unlucky that there is a ball that vertically or diagonally goes exactly there, you are guaranteed to die. That's why I stopped doing that. But yeah, I know you can do that. I've been doing it all this time until I decided to stop. That's the thing. Because at least this way, if I get unlucky, I receive damage. In the other way, if I get unlucky, I die. So I think this way is better. It's so fucking messed up. You want nothing to do. It really is all a matter of luck. You need to win the roulette. If you win the roulette, you get it. You don't win the roulette, you don't get it. You want nothing to do. The roulette. And this circle disappeared, thank you. Like, see, if I do that, like, it works sometimes, like, right there. But the thing is, it worked there because I got lucky. If I get unlucky, it's not gonna work. Same as if I try to dodge normally. Like, at that point, like, it doesn't give you enough visual information to react to it properly. That's the issue. If the balls move a little bit more before going full speed, or if instead of going full speed they went slower, you can react to it. But right there, just super hard. Also, do you see the balls being blue, or is that a show? Because I see them being purple, but that might be a show for blue balls, probably. I don't know. Wow. Of everything that I could have done, that's exactly what I shouldn't have done, right there. Let's not forget, personal best is around 22%. That's our current personal best, 22%. Wish Hollow Knight had more bosses, something like this for final boss. Yeah, I mean, Hollow Knight to me was a disappointment because only at the very beginning that game felt hard. Other than that, the whole game felt like a chore because it was just about doing things rather than being like, I wonder if I can do this thing, right? Like, you knew that you were gonna win regardless. And the boss rush, which is the actual thing that is super hard to do, is something that, you know, it's just a very big difficulty spike. Every boss double the difficulty. Yeah, I agree. I mean, if Hollow Knight was like that, I would actually hold it in higher regard. But yeah, most of the bosses were a show. And that's the problem I generally have with Metroidvanias in general, right? Like, they are only hard at the beginning. Well, aside from figuring out shit that to do, if that's a thing in the game, you need to figure it out the things to do, then yeah, I guess that will be part of the difficulty. But otherwise, it's only hard at the beginning when you're completely naked. That's what I don't like about it. That's what I don't like about Metroidvanias. No, thankfully I'm not a speedrunner, no. Give a difficulty selection. Yeah, I was also talking about that earlier in the stream. I prefer when games don't have difficulty selection. Like, I rather have a game that is hard, or well, it doesn't have to be hard. A game that is challenging, and that's it, basically. Though I guess in this case, I mean, Hollow Knight's huge appeal is because it's a game that is kind of like, you know, I guess one of the things that I could compare it with Dark Souls, since a lot of people like to do that comparison, that the game is very similar to Dark Souls in the sense that it makes casuals think the game is hard. So when they beat it, they are like, damn, this is the best game ever, because they were able to beat a game that is quote-unquote hard. I think that that's the deal, like, you know. So in that sense, yes, having difficulty selection will be ideal for the game to be popular. Because if Hollow Knight had only one difficulty and that difficulty was actually hard, it will not be even close to how popular it is. I can guarantee you that. Hollow Knight, the only reason why that game is popular is because it's easy. But some people pretend it's hard. Again, same as Dark Souls, really. One of those baby's first challenging game, right? Which is not a bad thing by itself. just that, you know, for people that play more games, it's like, yeah, it's a cool game, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, right? Or at least to me. To me, Hollow Knight is nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, yeah, it's very impressive that an indie game was able, I mean, an indie game that probably has like 1 or 2 people working on it. It's very impressive that that has that level of quality, but the same can be said about literally hundreds of indie games, so I don't think Hollow Knight is special even in that. But, you know. Like, I feel that's the reason why, to me, games like Celeste are like, if someone told you an indie game that far surpasses something that could be made by a company with budget, and we're talking about a good game of a company with budget, it will be Celeste. Celeste is a game that really has to be one of the best indie games there are, to me. And it also provides a challenge for everyone because the base game is super easy, but then you have the B-sides, the C-sides, the golden strawberries, the hidden shit, all of that is not easy at all, you know. Really, it's all a matter of how you structure the game, and I think the way Celeste is structured is just perfect. It really is. But yeah. I wish there were more games like Celeste. Well, at least there was that game, Sunblaze. And that game is quite similar, at least in idea, but yeah, it's nowhere near the quality of Celeste. I wonder, though, did those developers do another game other than Celeste? Or is that the only game they ever made? Because I would like to play another game made by those developers. You know, that's also a very easy to fall trap, right? I think the best example is Rogue Legacy. Rogue Legacy is a pretty cool game, but when you look at what other games the developer has made before that, all of those games are garbage. So it's not really a matter of the developer itself, but rather the developer actually getting serious. A lot of the games that they made before Rogue Legacy, they are really fucking trash. They are really bad, like, it's like they made it bad on purpose. And I don't know about Hollow Knight either, like what the developers made other than that. I should investigate and see what they did. Same way that I investigated with Solgreen after I beat Boshi. disappear. Hey man, he doesn't stop shooting this garbage. Because he doesn't stop spawning in the middle, dude. That's basically getting unlucky. If this moron spawns in the middle, you're fucking dead. When he's on rage mode. Well, see, that's the thing. He could spawn in the middle, but he could do the sweep attack first, but he doesn't. That's the issue. And it's like he actually wants to choose the fucking center every time. What a cunt. That was my bad. And now he set a spawn point on the left side. So basically if I go to the left side I'm dead no matter what. Well, even if I don't go to the left side, like if I only look at the left side a little bit, yeah, he's gonna spawn right there, exactly. Yeah, at that point there's nothing that you can do. Like, one of those spawns got fucked, there's nothing that you can do. I think one of the reasons why I might have given up so easily last year when it came to this boss is because sometimes I think that bug appeared and I assumed that the worm will spawn randomly, that it was impossible to predict the worm spawning, which will make it almost impossible to defeat, obviously. That wasn't actually the case, I was completely wrong, obviously. I mean, if you encounter that bug, you will think that it's completely random. You only encounter it the first time. In fact, you know, before Riemann even mentioned the fact that it summons after the sweep, I wouldn't have noticed that he does it only after the sweep. I guess I eventually will have found out, but it's just one of those things that, yeah, it's kinda hard to find out on your own. A little bit. It's a little bit hard. But you know, it is the way it is. Should have gone the other side. No, whatever. Doesn't change anything. That's gonna be a lot of damage for free. Oh, really? Didn't even pay attention that he was gonna spawn in the middle. Yeah. There isn't much you can do there. Fuck, dude. It really feels like the planets had to align for you to survive more than 20%. Well, more than 40%. If you want to survive more than 40%, it really feels like you need the planets completely line up perfectly. So otherwise it just seems almost impossible. What I'm trying to say is that you need to get super lucky. So lucky to the point where everything has to go your way. He's gonna enter rage mode after that. Yep. The problem is that going for healing after that might not be the very best idea. I don't know what would be a better idea though. I'm dead. Hey man, I'm dead because of the burn, dude. The burn is so out of place there. And the worst part is that when he enters rage mode, it's guaranteed to be on both sides. So it's not like you can get lucky and you're not gonna get it where you're dodging. You know, you will get it no matter what. Hog. Literally impossible to dodge. Come on. Bitch. Well, that's game over. That's essentially game over. That's a shame. I can't do anything here. Nothing to be done. That's a shame. That's a shame. So I gotta say that you know, of all of the angels, at least the ones in this screen, so I'm pretty sure even the ones that are not on screen, like, B really has to be, unfortunately, one of the ugliest ones. I think it's mostly because of that haircut. That haircut, I just don't like it. Even the green angel haircut seems more appealing than B's haircut. Really? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Ah, that's a shame. 15%. Another personal best. 15%. That was a shame, but I mean, it was already a problem with the laser. That's what fucked me up the most. But then that worm was the nail in the coffin. Though if I hadn't got hit by the laser, I wouldn't have gotten killed by the worm. But you know, that was a very, very good attempt. Very good. So there is hope. Hope is there. Like 15%, I mean, no shit, but it's very close to 10%. Which is what, as I say before, it was my best attempt at Miyogi before, well, defeating her. So that gives me a lot of hope. But again, it's also about getting lucky with that purple ball attack. If you don't get lucky on that attack, nothing really matters that much. As you can see. Oh, really? Timid? Guess I should have waited there. Didn't seem like a smart idea to wait. But it might have been. I think that orb is gonna disappear, so I don't think I'm even gonna bother going after it. Oh. Worm. Yeah, I also forgot how the worm there. 15%. Was that 15% twice in a row? If that was twice in a row, then that's super good. I think that they were in a row. But yeah, this is very, very close. I definitely have high hopes that this can happen now. I mean, I'm not saying that it's gonna happen today, but I mean that I have hopes that it will happen. Eventually. I guess managing the orbs when he's in rage mode have a very big relevance when it comes to why those attempts were close. I think they do. That orb is disappearing 100%, so don't even bother. Yeah, there's not much that I could have done there with that fucked up combination of fire circle, purple orbs, and the warm attack. Like, that combination right there was guaranteed to not end well. Could have ended better than that, but I was gonna get hit by something no matter what. That was very bad. I guess using more the slide is something that also changes quite a lot. I think I'm using the slide a lot more. I think the difference is quite noticeable. Wow, I don't know what I did there. But that wasn't the right way to do it. That was super close. Really? I called the referee there. That was bullshit. It goes straight there. And you know what's the saddest part? I think the little worms don't have 12 points of health. I think they have 13. They have the specific amount of health to make them as annoying as they possibly can. What the hell? What? What was that movement? I never seen him do that before. I didn't know what he was trying to go for there. That was very, very weird. Incredibly weird, to say the least. Would have gone for that orb. Well, I guess I can go right now. That works too. Can't pick up that orb right now. Need to wait no matter what. Is that a good idea? He's gonna come here anyways. Damn, that was interesting. Fucking worm. I don't believe it. She took so long to spawn that fucking orb. She spawned it any faster, I could have at least gotten him to 10% or something. But she took her fucking sweet time spawning that orb. God damn it. I don't know what your name is, but you're a bitch. Have one shot and can't even do it properly. Was a very low healing. Really? I guess I got lucky. Dude. and that's so messed up, dude. The only reason why I went next to him is because otherwise the fire circle will have killed me. Are you out of your fucking mind? Didn't do that because I just wanted to, you know? Because I just felt like it. Fucking piece of shit. That's the sort of shit that I can't stand. There was an orb. Oh. I didn't even notice. There was an orb. I shouldn't have gotten hit by that. I don't even know why I got hit by that, but I should not have. Whatever. Really? Getting burned twice like that, not a very good signal, clearly. Yeah, there are some runs like this one where I should restart. I don't feel there's any reason to keep going with this run at all. That was so messed up. I got killed by the fire. That -8 was because of the fire. I don't believe it. Now, something that I gotta say is that this kind of shit, I just need to make use of of the fact that my reflexes are still working. Because if I wait too long to beat this game, eventually when I'm like, I don't know, 30 or more, I don't think I can physically beat this. That's the thing. It's the kind of things that, yeah, you could technically do at any time, but not really. Not really. You need to utilize this unique opportunity while you're still young. Nothing else you can do. Damn, I got killed by the fire. I don't believe it, dude. The fire sometimes is an actual problem. The fire is an actual problem. That part is that you have the fire on top of the drain you already have, so like you're getting ultra fog. I'm gonna get hit here no matter what. Oh, never mind, I didn't. Yeah, that's another reason to try hard this as much as you can, really. I'm surprised that didn't hit me, but I'm glad. Glad it didn't. I shouldn't have attacked him. I miss out on a lot of damage by doing that. Too close to the fucking worm. And I got burned. Unbelievable. We just gotta remember that the personal best is 15%. That's what matters. Go. That or not, yeah, not really. I can just pick it up there. That was good. The worst luck possible in that attack. Wasn't much I could do there. It seems like I'm missing the timing on that vertical attack every single time right now. garbage RNG. Wait, this is the wrong side. It would be nice if the ice stayed on screen when you don't use it, but I guess that will be too convenient. Way too convenient, clearly. How can you get so unlucky in a single run? It's like... how? To understand once every 2 runs, but in a single run, getting everything wrong, like, come on. And in contrast, that was pretty lucky. That one right there. Disappeared. Well, so he was gonna do the laser, but there is the laser. I don't understand why the worm sometimes spawns diagonally instead of vertically, because that's when he kills me. He kills me when he's just a little bit diagonal. It's so messed up. And it definitely is something that you can manipulate. It's not random as far as I can tell. I don't know how to manipulate it. That was some bullshit. That's bullshit. Sorry, but that's absolute horseshit. There's nothing you can do there, but RNG get fucked. Just like that. Wait, what? Dude, the guy was already dead. That still hit me? That double KO didn't make any sense, because I'm pretty sure I killed him first, and while he was having that dead animation, he hit me somehow. That shouldn't have happened. Pretty sure that as soon as he has that dead animation, he doesn't have a hitbox anymore. But I guess he does. Guess you learn something new every day. Why not, right? Too early, I mean. Sigma? No. I knew the laser was coming. How is it going, Yannick? No, I'm not. Making a Toho shitpost with the standing here meme. I don't even know what that meme means. Is that from Metal Gear? From Rising? Or is that from somewhere else? Sucking fucking garbage. Elden Ring FPS. Senator theme. Yeah, I know it's the Senator theme. Okay. Well, speaking of doing shit, I did, yeah, I mean, I made the main melody of Kogasa's theme is ready. I need to put the percussion and obviously all of the additional instruments. The most important one being the percussion. Funnily enough, in Kogasa's theme, the hardest thing is not the main melody. The main melody is very easy. The percussion is quite complex, and then there is a lot of instruments that God knows what they are. But like, the percussion is very hard because it also uses a lot of different things. and they don't seem to follow a pattern throughout the whole song. Instead, it seems that for every single section they do something different. Oh, he did 3 that time. But yeah, that's the plan, doing the percussion next and see what happens. Hopefully everything is gonna be fine. But it does look, or rather it sounds quite difficult. The percussion. It's not gonna be an easy task. But I will try my best. And once the percussion is done, I guess I could do those little instruments that are there doing random shit. And then for last it will be the bass. But that's the thing, dude. I know that the song has a bass, but I can't hear it. I really don't hear the bass. Especially in that song. Like, you can probably tell that it's there, but I just can't hear it. I will have to guess yet again what the fuck to do with the bass. That's an interesting exploit when it comes to that purple attack. Because if you go to the opposite side he's looking and he does that attack, he's gonna give you a lot more room to dodge. And you can actually exploit that. It's not like it's random. If you cross the platform as soon as he's coming from the middle, you can actually make him look at the opposite side. And looking at the opposite side, he gives you a shit ton of space on the edge of the screen. And that no longer will depend so much on RNG, because it's almost always the fact that there are no attacks there. If I do that. Just ask soon. You know, it's pretty interesting because if you didn't know, Mystic Square, for example, is a game that has a music room that includes every PC98 theme. And not only it includes every PC98 theme, but it also includes Sid's keyboards that are the notes that he's playing at the moment, which is super useful. Problem is, none of those Sid's keyboards represent the percussion. I think one of them might be the bass, I'm not sure, but there is no percussion, so you have to figure that out yourself. I'm also kinda sure that there is no bass in there, but yeah. It's still a very good tool. Basically you have half of the homework done, pretty much. That's great. That's probably one of the best things that Mystic Square includes. Every single song from previous games and the little keyboards. That's just so great. It's such an absolute godlike addition. It really is. Shame that none of the... What the fuck did you just do? What was that? Excuse me? He can do that. So crossing while he's racing is not an option, because he can do what he just did there. Damn, so not even that is consistent. Alright, so yet again you're depending on fucking luck. So I guess I can't complain because what I was going for is an exploit, but I mean, still, fuck off. I guess one of the most interesting about Mystic Square is that at the same time he remits every single song from highly responsive to prayers. Because he was like, damn, these songs completely destroy your ears. Let me remix them. But you know, some of them I prefer the original version. Actually, most of them. Especially one that is called Legend of Kage, which is the song that shows up right before Sariel in Highly Responsive to Prayers. That song, the original, might be a little bit intense, and yes, it might destroy your ears a little bit, but the intensity is so well done. Yeah, I know, I can't escape or outsmart Solgrim, I know. Tried it multiple times and just cannot do it. But yeah. The thing is that, yeah. Well, the thing about that song, Legend of Kage, being so good is that, well, it also has the background in that game. At that specific point in the game, it's full of crosses. Like if it was a cemetery. It's a very emotional track and perfectly plays. So the remix of that song is quite underwhelming. You know, it's very... I mean, it deserves praise, the fact that he went through the trouble of remixing every single song from the first game. That's very nice of him. Oh, I got burned. That's gonna hurt. And that hurt a lot. That's messed up. Not much I could have done there, but yeah. Those fire circles, dude, are messed up. Sometimes you really can't do anything. Like, sometimes you have to hold the L. Because you need to be in there. But you can't, because if you stay there, you're dead. That's so messed up. That was a very good attempt too. Still wasn't the best one, but it was very good. Remember, personal best is 15%. 15% is personal best. Let's not forget about that. It still hit me, really. I knew it was coming, but it wasn't fast enough, I guess. Good thing is that I can pretty much predict when he's gonna summon the worm. Sadly. Well, I mean sadly because I play this shit so much that I can predict with almost 100% certainty when the worm attack appears. Because basically when he does the laser, that's basically the end of his current loop, to call it to give it a name, right? So after that loop, the laser is like one of those attacks that is supposed to be super powerful, so it delays him. So basically every time after the laser, he does, like after moving to another part, he does the worm attack. It's so messed up. And then obviously you have the purple ball attack. So yeah, if he does that, that's also another instance. He's still not in rage mode. Was prepared to dodge that as if I was in rage mode. So for example here, he's gonna teleport. He's gonna move, and after he moves, he's gonna do the worm attack, as you can see right there. Then he does this other shit. Right now he's gonna do the laser attack. I can't believe it, dude. I play this garbage so much that I can predict what he's gonna do. It's really on a whole different level. I mean, it is to be expected, obviously, after being involved for so long. Wouldn't expect anything less. Health deficit right now is huge. And that was impossible, dude. These purple orbs are now the problem. You can tell that every single time I got damaged, it was a purple orb. Now that's the attack that is the problem. I really thought that was gonna be one of the most harmless attacks. It's so RNG that it really is one of the worst. It really is. But at least the worm attack, I'm getting so warm to it that yeah, I don't see myself. Well, I can see myself dying to that because of a choke. Like, I'm close to kill him and I die to that attack. Yeah, I can see that, and I can see even worse ways of dying. Yeah, like, no shit. But that purple attack, I cannot guarantee a dodge. That's the issue. Dodging is absolutely not guaranteed. Also, this attempt is trash. Why am I even trying? Fuck this attempt. He also got very lucky on the previous attempt that most of the attacks he did were the laser attack. This is the reason why he survived for so long. Unfortunately, he also did the other attack, so... Unfortunately, when he enters rage, it's impossible for him to not do one of those Purple Orbs attacks. He will do it no matter what. That's a shame. Oh, he didn't rage. He raged there, okay. And sometimes when he enters rage, he does those weird-ass movements that I have no idea why he even does them. But he does them. Just like that. The fact that I dodged that was truly a miracle. I could say that dodging. Oh, come on, I swear I didn't slide on that direction, you sack of shit. I went left, but the game detected the down input first. Wow, that's messed up. He's raging when I cannot hit him. That's super messed up. What a fucking piece of shit. Okay, man, yet again the game not detecting my slide properly. That's my fault, not the game's fault. I mean, I'm not doing it properly. Shouldn't be saying that the game isn't detecting it properly, but it's so messed up, dude. You have to be so fast in pressing down plus flutter to slide. You know, regardless of what happens, this was definitely progress. So my plan is, as I say before, if I cannot one-up my personal PB in my personal PB. I should say my personal PB. See, this is what happens when you play this shit for hours and hours. You start saying personal PB. Next thing I'm gonna say is, I don't know. My brain is so fried that I cannot even think of an example. Point is, yeah, what I was saying is that if I, in 3 streams in a row, if I cannot get a PB, that is different from the one I got, then I think that's a very good place to give up. But That means that if I don't get more than 15% in 2 streams, so that shouldn't be a problem. I mean, I will expect I will get a better personal best than 15%, though 15% is very good. I mean, after all, a little bit more and you win. Yeah, rip in peace, indeed. I mean, it's what I tell you, dude. Playing this shit for extended amount of times is not good for your health. Like, forget about your eyes, forget about your posture or your hands or your fingers. It's not good for your mental health. It's just not good. Isn't it a bit too early to do the full screen? Nah, whatever. He's probably gonna do it again at this rate. Yeah, he's most likely gonna do it again. Or not. Maybe not. No, he did it again. Well, that benefits me, because that means more damage to deal against you. Ah, that was so fucking horseshit. See, that's the other thing. When this guy enters rage mode, the next attack he does, if it's the purple orb attack, he won't change his position. So a lot of times when he enters rage mode, he's lower than he usually is, making that attack almost impossible to dodge, like what happened in that previous attempt. That's just so messed up. That shouldn't have hit me. Nope, it should have not. Or it should not have. Who gives a shit? English is the least of my worries right now. Full screen. No, that's so fucked up. He actually damaged me. Barely, but he damaged me. Very lucky there. Didn't just have enough health. My man. I wonder how much it took Solgreen to beat this boss. I really wonder. Like, from the time that it was finished to the time where he beat it for the first time after being finished. How did it took you? Because obviously you had practice before, but like, I don't know. How, like, see, that's the thing. You can have a lot of practice in fights like this, but at the end of the day, if you don't get lucky, that practice you can shove it up your ass. I mean, it's obviously gonna be better than not having practice, but I mean... I got greedy. I got greedy for no reason there. I got absolutely greedy for no reason at all. Damn, that's not even enough. You don't have to be your own game, that's what beta testers are for. Just make it theoretically beatable and the players do the rest of the work. Yeah, but I don't know. I wonder if that's how Solgreen does it. Maybe. I mean, I know that's how the Lenin guy does it, Shins. That does the Lenin games. I know that's what he does. Pretty much. Like, especially with the absurdly extra difficulty mode. He makes the patterns beatable and he tells the beta testers, hey, this is theoretically beatable, but I would like to double check, so can you build this for me? Oh yeah, at least I know that there is how it is, for Lenin, at least. Which is quite funny. I wonder if with Touhou it's also like that. The difference is that Touhou, like, I don't think there are many patterns in Touhou that you could be like, it's almost impossible to find out by yourself if this is beatable or not. Like, there really aren't. Well, yeah, I guess in Impossible Spell card. Oh, I completely forgot about this little shit. Was thinking about Impossible Spell card and I completely forgot. But yeah, like, except for Impossible Spell card and the no item runs, I wonder, like, there shouldn't have been other spell cards that, or patterns that took too long to beat, right? Because Lenin has specifically patterns in those fucked up difficulties that are almost impossible to beat by a human. He does that on purpose, you know. Only unit testing and integration testing, no system testing. Is that how it is? It might be. Oh, he's gonna do the purple, that's messed up. Wow, I dodged it somehow. Surprised he didn't go for the laser there. And did it there though. Fortunately, I won't be able to pick that up, but it's too close. Oh, that's the laser. I'm dead. Well, but isn't integration testing almost the same as system testing? Yamame opener needed more testing. Yeah, but that's the kind of thing where basically like that's when there is a lot of RNG involved. A lot of times the creator, what he does is like, you know what, I've been able to beat this on the first try, so this is probably not that hard. Not realizing that the RNG can make it either super easy or super hard. But yeah, that's very common in a lot of games, that there is something that is specifically hard and it was kept there because the developer beat it on the first try because of the sheer amount of RNG needed. needed. I mean applied more than needed. And I wonder if that's also the case in this game. I wouldn't discard that possibility. I definitely wouldn't discard that possibility at all. Really. That was an interesting frame drop. I wouldn't say that killed me, but... Yeah, exactly. I was about to say... the eyeball in World 6? I don't remember what was the number of the world, but basically the Castlevania world, right? Yes, that thing there is basically... well, but that's different, because there is no RNG involved there. That's just... I mean, it's the same concept, I guess, of someone not testing it enough and just testing it once. But that's not related to RNG, that's more related to... you know... Well, see, that's the thing. It's not RNG, but I will also call it luck. Because there is some point where there are some things that are so hard that a lot of times it's really about luck more than it is about skill. So I will say that Solgrim on that one got super lucky that he was able to do it in one try. Because I'm pretty sure that if he did it 10 times in a row, he will get like... he will only get like, I don't know, 2 out of that 10. So even if there is no RNG, luck sometimes is important. Because I know that it's hard to think about it, but there is a lot of things that you do that, I mean, a lot of things in games that you are able to do well. And obviously, a part of it is because you have enough skill to do it. But another part of it is just, like, there are some things that are so hard that no matter how much skill you have, a normal player could never consistently do, right? So at that point, you think you comprehend what you just did, but you don't fully comprehend it. You just got lucky that, you know, that it was a coincidence that you pressed the button or whatever you did at the right time. But you didn't truly comprehend that what you did was extremely lucky. Obviously, if you can do it consistently, that wouldn't be the case, clearly. But I mean that these are the kind of things that you definitely wouldn't do consistently. That's the point. That's even more noticeable in... This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will. And what about the rest? You only say 45%, what about the remaining 55%? Yeah, I was about to say 5% pleasure, 50% pain. Okay, I can see that. But I was about to say, one of the... oh, fuck you. One of the best examples of a game or games that require skill, but you need luck as well, is competitive games. Like, take for example fighting games. Obviously, when it comes to fighting games, if someone is not on your level, you are gonna win consistently against them. But when someone is on your level, at that point, as skilled as you are, it's a matter of luck. It's a matter of doing something that beats what the opponent is doing without reacting, because some things are just not reactable. You have to guess. I mean, that's the point of 50-50s in fighting games. Some of them are reactable, some of them are not reactable. So at that point, no matter how much skill, because fighting games is a genre that it's pretty much all about skill. But at some point, if you are not lucky, you won't be able to win. As much as it sucks to think about it that way, it is the way it is. For some things, you just need to get lucky. It's a shame, but it is the way it is. Oh, that's a problem. I could have fixed it, but not now, too late. Alright, let's do 3 more attempts. The classic 3 more attempts. That was close. Oh, that was too low. Okay, that's one. That's one of the first times that I dodged the laser and I fall way too low. I think that's the perfect proof that I need to stop for today. That's like the first time, or one of the first times that happens. At least ever since I can consistently do that attack. I can consistently dodge, I guess I should say. In the end, one of the worst things that I had with my strategy up until recently is that you just cannot ignore the health orbs. You really need to gravitate towards them, but you just gotta be smart about when you pick them up. That's the thing. But you definitely cannot ignore them. I mean, there are some times where you don't have a choice, but there are other times where you 100% have a choice. And you have to take it. You just need to be good at detecting that chance. Then I'm dead. Okay, second attempt. So that means last attempt of the day. Rasto attempto. I honestly want to throw this attempt to the garbage. After getting hit by that, it doesn't belong anywhere else. But since it's the last attempt, I'm gonna keep going. side. Well, funnily enough, I can still dodge this. Yeah, like that. That was interesting. That was elegant. It looked elegant, at least. What the hell are you doing? Are you seeing this guy? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Well, at least that played on my favor. But Jesus Christ, dude. How can you do something like that? Well, anyways, that's it. Yep. That's gonna be it for me for the day. At least there was some visible progress. Like, you know, getting to 15% of his health. So, as I said before, my plan is, if on 2 streams from now I can get a better PV than that, I'm done. So the next stream, it doesn't matter what happens, but if in the other stream I can get anything better than 15%, I think I am done. I will believe that I will get something better than 15%. Like, it has to happen. But you never know, but that's my plan. So in any case, thanks everyone a lot for watching. I'll be seeing you on the next stream with more Wings of B. It has potential of being the last stream by me winning, I mean. But no promises. But yeah, have a good one and take care everyone.